151-year history. It is the 190th Manchester derby. Two of those have been FA Cup semi-finals. This is the first time they have ever met in a final. Lindelof with the header and the shot, and the fastest goal ever in an FA Cup final is fired in by İlkay Gündoğan. Barely 15 seconds. Shatters the record of Louis Saha in 2009 for Everton.
Absolutely astonishing, and it just gives you another little look at what Haaland brings to this team. He wins the header from the long kick from the keeper. De Bruyne gets involved in a little duel with Lindelof, and it just breaks kindly for Gündoğan. Now, he's been in rather good form when it comes to finding the net of late, and he didn't even hesitate. He didn't think twice. He's met it absolutely perfectly on the volley, and De Gea is just a spectator. Magnificent for the blue side.
Manchester United can't afford us to be hit again. This is De Bruyne, and the header against the side netting from Rodri.
See these lineups right across the box or just in front of the box these days, and Rodri has just kind of picked up a position ahead of everyone else and it arrived. De Bruyne usually delivers because of what they've been hit with.
Grealish never caught it cleanly.
Agreed.
Christian Eriksen. Haaland. Rodri. Gündoğan. In for Haaland!
Well, you just see there, he put his fingers to get around, and we were lucky not to go two down. It all worked out.
Haaland. He really is something.
City don't make more of what they're bringing to Manchester United. That it could be more clinical up at the top end, because Manchester United haven't really.
When the noisy neighbours became the nuisance neighbours, and now look.
Why always me?
Yep, Balotelli, famous T-shirt. There's De Bruyne, and De Gea did have the upright covered.
And Manchester United are not responding enough in kind. And he hits it very well, as we know he can do, on his weaker left foot.
Looking for Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, did that hit Grealish's arm?
Yeah, they're asking the question. Bruno Fernandes is right in the face of the referee, Paul Tierney. VAR is taking a look.
Yeah, proximity may get Grealish off this.
It would be a lifeline for Manchester United in a game where they've struggled to land any sort of blow so far. Scrutiny still ongoing. There is more to this than maybe initially met the eye. The VAR David Coote has advised Paul Tierney to stop the game and go to the monitor and take a look. Possible handball.
Well, there's no doubt his arm is up as soon as Wan-Bissaka heads it. I mean, look, he doesn't know anything about it, but his arm does just move up, or his hand, it catches his hand. And I think there's a very good case for that to be given.
It's a modern handball. It's a penalty. And Manchester United have that potential lifeline. Grealish's arguments are tame, which suggests that despite the initial protest, he knew Howard Webb, former head of refereeing in the United States, now in a similar role in the UK, watching on. It's he who lays down the English version of the international protocols for the administration of VAR. There's a couple of Manchester United players who are guarding the penalty spot. Bruno Fernandes has picked up the ball. Stefan Ortega, the understudy goalkeeper, faces a very big moment.
Not deliberate at all on his part, but under modern rules, laws, it's counted.
Well, on the balance of play, 1-1 would be an inaccurate reflection of what we've seen. However, it's Bruno Fernandes, and thanks to a very modern VAR lifeline, Manchester United, improbably, are level in the FA Cup final.
And this is very cool. Big moment, big.
They have conceded a goal in this season's FA Cup. It's one that their supporters will question and query, and that Manchester United supporters won't hesitate in celebrating. And there's Varane! Akanji. Grealish goes down as if he was caught, and the referee agrees. And not just that, we're going to see the first yellow card of the final for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It is De Bruyne, and it is half-time in a fascinating FA Cup final. And it's towards Gundogan, and it's crept in, nowhere near as cleanly as the first one. Different foot, same outcome, City back in front.
And he's just held his ground, and it's not his greatest hit. But somehow it's just crept its way in. It bounced over the knee of Varane, and De Gea thinking that it would be blocked. And it wasn't. They're struggling to get across. Yes, he gets a hand to it, but it's practically in the net by then. And I thought Pep might enjoy that one, because it just lifts some of the tension.
Prior to the World Cup, one substitute appearance. Bruno Fernandes bounces for Wan-Bissaka. Sancho. Brought out by Walker, assisted by Gundogan. Slipping in De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne. Slightly uncertain save by De Gea using his legs.
Goes into Varane's back, and on the earlier one it was bobbling a little bit for De Bruyne, and he didn't catch it cleanly.
This penalty decided the semi-final shootout against Brighton. It's Rashford!
Thing I think he's got on Haaland, he's a beautiful striker of the football. He's a really pure striker of it, and maybe just went at that a little too strongly and lost that fraction of control on it. That close.
Four in the box in the blue of City. Here is Gundogan. Back out to Grealish. Haaland, and Gundogan offside. Denied a Wembley FA Cup final hat-trick.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see it out. But classic devilment from Gundogan, and yes, he is just loitering in an offside position. Not that he was aware.
Bruno Fernandes, Alejandro Garnacho! And there are these periodic threats.
Well, they have to retain that belief. Ten Hag was stressing that before kick-off. And once it comes back to him, I mean, almost the position. I remember him scoring before the World Cup at Fulham and grabbing the winner for Manchester United. I thought he was finding the far corner again.
Casemiro, back to the youthful Argentine. Alejandro Garnacho. Now Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Here's Grealish for City. And Fred takes him down and will go into the referee's book for that. To our knowledge, and from what we can see, it's been a pretty convivial occasion. The great northern city of Manchester on tour in the south.
Though Casemiro might make it a 4.
It's Erling Haaland. And the rebound, the ricochet, nearly took it in for what would have been the clinching moment.
Yeah, because he's had a magnificent season.
Appeals for hands. Referee tries to allow the advantage. It doesn't unfold, and so it's a yellow card for the handball offence and a free kick for Manchester United.
Can someone bend it like Beckham?